Yo, welcome back to the channel, everyone. Now today is the day we're gonna go ahead and get some maintenance things done to the car. I got a new belt, got an alternator. I just got some fuel rails in, and I'm getting one more thing in today later on, which I'm gonna go ahead and include in this video. Fuel rails, you guys probably have an idea on what I'm gonna be talking about. I got one more piece coming in tomorrow, or potentially could come in like Saturday or Monday, but I think you guys can probably tell what I'm gonna go ahead and kind of get on this car. But for today, all we're gonna do is go ahead and get the belt swapped out, as well as the alternator, because that 100% needs to be done. Otherwise, the car theoretically cannot be driven at all. All right, so you guys can see here, we have a new Supercharger belt. This is the same belt that was on the car previously with the 2.7 pulley. I looked for a green belt, but they don't make it in the correct size, and this belt for the most part did its job. I did not notice any slip until literally it was on its way out, and this lasted quite literally over a year. So I'm gonna go ahead and get this swapped out, and I do have a brand new alternator in here. This is gonna be actually a 130. I don't need to get a 200 amp alternator. I found that out. So we got a 130 amp alternator in here. I'm gonna go all this swapped out. Figured that probably best to do this at the same time because the belt has to come off to do the alternator, so it's just going to be hopefully a quick swap with the new alternator as well as the belt. I'm going to get the old alternator that's on the car right now tested, because I actually never got it tested, but I'm under the assumption that it's literally about to die, considering the fact that the car quite literally wants to shut off at high RPMs. But this is a Gates RPM 61066 belt. So if you have a GripTech 2.7 pulley, or if you have a Vortech 2.87 pulley 6 rib, this is the belt you guys need to get, so you have little to no slip as possible. This belt works out. You guys know that I run this car hard, and I didn't notice any slip again until literally the Kevlar started to peel off. You guys can see here, the Kevlar inside, this was legitimately coming out and unraveling on the old belt. So we're gonna get that swapped out right now. Alright, so it's a couple hours later and got everything swapped out. We got a new belt on the car as well as a brand new alternator. So I went with a 130 amp alternator because I'm not going to be putting this car too high in the RPM bands, at least how it is right now. I just wanted to get, a quick replacement for everything. So hopefully everything does run right. So far so good. I have not went ahead and beat on the car yet because it's almost 100 degrees. So we'll find out this weekend how this car is performing. Let me go ahead and show you guys exactly what it looks like under the hood now. As you guys can see here, we got a brand new alternator. This is a PA performance alternator. So I know some turbo guys run this alternator. I run the 170 amp. This is the 130 because I'm not really going to be spinning it past 65. So you don't need to go too crazy. Brand new Supercharger belt as well. The old one was completely mangled. So this should fix the problem. Shouldn't have any belt slip. Should be able to go ahead and spin it. It's 63, 64 without a problem. But let me go ahead and show you guys exactly what the new belt does look like. And also, at the end of this video, I got a surprise for y'all. This is all the way around the belt. Holy shit, this was pretty much an accident waiting to happen. All right, so I'm back on my side of town now, and I think we're gonna go ahead and turn up the 2-valve a little bit more. Now, this is gonna happen within the next couple of days. I'm probably gonna go ahead and test the car out the way it is right now with just the pulley and the alternator change, and then we're gonna go ahead and see what it really does when it's turned up, because we got something we're gonna go ahead and throw on the car right now that's actually gonna help out the setup, even with the built motor and potentially the different power add we're gonna run when the built motor is in the car. So as you guys can see here, we got the Edelbrock Vic Jr. intake. This is a really, really nice intake. Now, I was originally not gonna put this on the car until the built motor is in the car, but I think we're just gonna go ahead and turn it up right now. Gonna get it dropped in to see exactly what this car can do. Stock bottom end, stock head, stock cams with the Vic Jr. and roughly like 15 and a half pounds of boost. This is a really, really nice intake. Edelbrock Vic Jr. Made in the USA. This is gonna really help out the car at the mid to top end, really help it out in the top end. It's gonna flow a lot more air as compared to the dormant intake that's in the car right now. I actually do have the fuel rails as well as the adapter plate, so I can still use the 75mm throttle body that's on the car right now. So this should make a huge difference. I'm still gonna be rocking the same injectors we have in the car right now. We have some Ford Performance 80-pound injectors. A lot of the parts in the car right now are literally just like OEM plus parts or directly OEM. So I believe it's just gonna bolt on perfectly. You guys can see then. This is a very, very nice intake. Very, very nice intake, and I can't wait to go ahead and see what it does with the 2-valve. This should bring up the horsepower a considerable amount. I'm talking maybe like 30 horsepower in the mid to top end range, which is kind of where I need this, because that's where these 4.6s kind of like die out. So this should correct that top end, and especially when we have the heads cams combo with this intake in a bigger 90mm throttle body, it's going to really allow this motor to breathe with most likely a turbo setup. We'll see, but really excited to go ahead and get this on the car. So yeah, so for those of you who have the Edelbrock Vic Jr. intake on your 2-valve, whether it's centrifugal supercharged or turbo, let me know down in the comment section what you guys think about it, if you guys are liking it, because honestly, I know this is gonna go ahead and really wake up the car. Anything is better than this dormant intake that's on it right now, so I'm super excited to go ahead and get this on the car. So if you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys drop a like on the video, subscribe to the channel, turn those post notifications. It's a pretty major upgrade.